Hi everyone, this is Dr. Nitin Chhoda with Ignition Time, and boy do I have an important breaking news alert for you today. Now, as you probably know, we release videos at 2 p.m. East Coast time most days of the week, but this was such an important, such a critical, such a time-sensitive news alert that I had to bring it to you immediately. Let's take a look at what's going on. In a brand new interview, Senator Rob Portman, Republican from Ohio, was asked, where do you stand on all this and what do you think of voters in swing states? In his response, Portman said this was a good starting point. Let's watch.
You are somebody who I think is a voice of reason and who always comes pretty much straight down the middle with these things. This is a big battle. You have both sides that are digging in at this point. You heard what Eamon said about what swing voters, likely voters in swing states are saying. What do you think right now? Where would you feel comfortable, and do you stand with McConnell on this?
I think the McConnell proposal is a good starting point, Becky. It has $1 trillion of new spending, which, as Joe just indicated, is an incredible amount of money. It used to be a lot, still is. It also addresses all the key issues. It addresses our healthcare system, including more money for research, more money for antiviral medications, for the vaccine, also for testing. It has significant funding for our schools, in fact, slightly more than was in the original Democrat proposal, so that our schools can reopen safely. It's got money for employment. One thing I like about it is it has some tax incentives for people to hire folks, because right now I think that's important to get people back to work and get them back to work safely. It also has a tax incentive to create a safe workplace. So if you're spending money on things like plexiglass shields or more PPE or more hand sanitizer or testing or thermometers, you can actually get a tax credit for that. So there's a lot of good in this bill, and I think on the unemployment insurance front, the 70% of wages is something that a lot of folks would appreciate, including a lot of people who were just polled. If they were told that if you lose your job, you can have a 70% wage replacement, that's generous. That's more generous than the states provide currently, and that's where the McConnell proposal ends up. As you know, I've supported in the past this return to work bonus. That's what I've been promoting. If you have the number that's so high that you're making significantly more on unemployment insurance than you are at work, then you need to have a return to work bonus also. But if you have the 70% of replacement of wages, I think that's a reasonable place to start.
In the next part of the interview, Portman was also specifically asked, what do you think about the liability protection component that's so important to the Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell? Here's what he had to say.
In terms of standing with McConnell, do you agree with him with what he said yesterday about how, look, this is not going to happen unless you have the business liability issue taken away, that he will not bring this bill to the floor? None of this will happen unless you issue immunity from corporate responsibility or liability when it comes to COVID.
Well, listen, he's been very clear about that from the start, and of course we hear about that back home a lot. By the way, we don't just hear it from businesses, we hear it from school teachers, we hear it from healthcare professionals, we hear it certainly from people who are running restaurants who are saying, if someone gets sick, and it may come from anywhere, but if I get a lawsuit, this will put me over the top and could bankrupt me. So you have to have something here, I think, and I think Democrats acknowledge there needs to be something here. The question is the details. How does it work? How does it work with state laws that are already in effect? But I think it's a misnomer to say it's just about big business. It's really more about small business and all these other entities, including nonprofits.
Now, I want to know what you think. Go ahead and comment below and let us know what you think. Our community has been growing very, very rapidly, and I encourage you to comment below so you can get feedback from other members of our community. I'll jump into the comment section as well, and I answer as many comments as I can because I look forward to listening to you and participating in a dialogue with you. Let me know what you think. Go ahead and click comment below and let me know exactly what you thought of this breaking news alert. There you have it, everyone. Thank you so much for watching the breaking news alert. If you did learn something new in this video, please consider clicking the like button below. Please also enable notifications and subscribe so you get important breaking news alerts like this going forward. I try and give my subscribers fair and balanced news. Speaking of fair and balanced news, if you would like to get an instant update from us whenever there's an important piece of information, an important breaking news alert that affects your financial future, please send a text message. Get your phone out and send an SMS. Send a text message with the word ignition or with the word time to 70,000. That's 70000. The name of the channel is Ignition Time. So send a text message with the word ignition or with the word time to 70,000. That's 70000. You'll get important breaking news and alerts from us. You'll get an email notification. You'll need to agree to a disclaimer, and then we'll send you emails. And you can opt out of our text messages and emails at any time. I release videos at 2 p.m. East Coast time most days of the week. And the only time we make a change to the schedule is when we have an important breaking news alert like this one. Again, thank you so much for watching. If you don't know anything about me, my name is Dr. Nitin Chhoda. I have a rags to riches story. I believe I live the American dream. I am a symbol of American exceptionalism, and I will teach you to live the American dream if you give me the chance. Thank you so much for watching. Definitely check out my origin story on my channel, which is youtube.com/ignition time. And I'm looking forward to leading you and helping you live your American dream. Once again, if you learned something new from this video, please click like, please subscribe, and also please enable notifications so you get instant updates from me directly going forward. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.